local. She is a current freshman at Syracuse University. During her time in high school, Alice organized many rallies for reproductive freedom right here in Northampton, and also served as an intern for Representative Sabadosa. All right, here we go, Alice.
Hello, everyone. It is so wonderful to see you all here today. I first wanted to start by saying thank you so much to Mary and everyone who organized this. It is really so wonderful to see you. I think that right after the election, a lot of people were feeling this really deep sense of grief, and luckily, for many, that grief has turned into passion, fight, and fire. But I wanted to start my speech off today by saying that it is okay to still be feeling that grief. I'm gonna be honest, these last few weeks, they kind of hit me like a brick wall. The problems and fights started to seem so big, so impossible, and so grim that every time I opened my phone or thought about the state of the world, I felt smaller and smaller and smaller. It got to the point where I sat down to write this speech and I thought, what on earth can I say? What can I stand up here and say to these people to make them feel better when I can't even sit through a current event slideshow without crying? That being said, I've also done a lot of thinking, and I think it is really easy to feel small, insignificant, and like you do not matter or have influence in this fight. But if anyone can tell you that that's not true, it's so many of the speakers here today. I am only 19, yet I have been organizing and protesting for years. And we have youth activists in the area and speaking here today who are younger than me and have been doing it for even longer. I organized my first rally as a 16-year-old in high school, all alone because I saw another girl my age doing it. And today, after I'm done here, I will be driving to Pittsfield to see a young man who got his start in grassroots organizing right here at my first rally speak on the same stage as a Massachusetts senator. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't feel very small. Sorry, my hands are cold. These next 4 years and beyond, stand up and speak out, not just for you, but for those who may be watching. Today, I want you to look to the future. When we are past all of this, how will you be remembered? When someone asks, where were you when democracy came crumbling at your feet, what will you say? Were you sitting at home scrolling on Facebook? Were you hiding, comfortable in your privilege? Or were you fighting? Fighting for bodily autonomy because young women deserve to have the same rights our mothers grew up with. Fighting for trans rights and access to gender-affirming care because nobody deserves to feel like they don't belong. Fighting for proper gun regulation because no kid should make an escape plan to pass the time in algebra class. Fighting for the land we live on and everyone who calls it home because no one is illegal on stolen land. And fighting for the very values our country was built on. The right has weaponized and claimed the Constitution, the core values of being a patriot. But you know what? I say we take it back.
Yeah! Take it back!
As Senator Markey said, here in Massachusetts, we know a little something about what it means to be an American patriot.
Yeah!
It is time to get really freaking angry. The work does not stop today, and it does not stop until we get what we are fighting for. Coming here is the first step, but it is certainly not the last. I urge you to get involved in whatever way you can. Call congressmen and women, protest, donate, spread the word, talk to each other. Conversation is so important. Try to shop small and local, avoid the big chains and corporations. I'm a teenage girl, I know that's hard, but we can do it. If someone tells you you can't, do it anyway and be 10 times louder than you were planning on in the first place. If there ever was a time to make your voice heard, that time is right now. I know this all will feel long and tiring, but we have to keep pushing. We cannot lose steam. If you would have told 16-year-old me I was still here for the same damn thing 3 years later, I would be crushed. But I would do it over and over again, and I will continue to do it because change will come, and I know it will because it has to. Yeah! Speaking of local political change and initiatives. I know Marisol talked about it earlier, but my dear friends at the Young Feminist Party are holding a community screening of Preconceived on March 29th at Amherst College. Additionally, if you have the means, please, please, please donate to them and their cause. They are a magnificent group of young people, and I would not be standing here today if it were not for them. Again, thank you all so much for being here, and thank you so much for having me. Remember, when we fight, we win.
Yeah!